Hi class, let's take a look at example 5. Now we have to be a little bit careful on example 5 because due to the fact that you have that sum, you need to simplify either this fraction first or the multiplication. So by order operations from left to right, you do multiplication or division as they come, as you see first. The last operation is addition or subtraction. So as you multiplied these two fractions, the 2's cancel. So you're going to end up with the values of 3/2 plus technically 5/6. And then at this point, we just need to get an LCD, and our LCD is equal to 6. So multiply this times 3, that one times 3, and we end up with an equivalent fraction of 9/6 plus 5/6, which is going to be equivalent to 14/6. Which reduces as 7 times 2 and 3 times 2. And we end up with, on this one, 7/3. Okay, that's actually it for this one. Let's move on to problem 6. And problem 6, what I'm going to do is I'm going to technically put a set of parentheses here and then expand the actual mixed numbers. So technically this represents 6 plus 7/8, and technically that one also has a set of parentheses, but there's no negative on the outside. So the part that where we really need it is for the second one. So let me put the set of parentheses there, and we have technically 2 plus 1/8. And then at this point, let me distribute that negative. So we're technically looking at this is 6 plus 7/8. Minus 2 minus 1/8. And if we combine the like terms, in this case, I'm going to combine the integers. We're just going to get a 4 plus 7/8 minus 1/8, or 4 plus 6/8. And then we can reduce further the 6/8. So I'm going to reduce it. So we're looking at 4 plus, this will be 3 times 2 and 2 times 4. And we can cancel the 2's. So let me move this up here. So in this case, we're going to get 4 plus 3/4. And since this resulting fraction is a proper fraction, you can express it as a mixed number from here. And I'm going to leave it as a mixed number because the original problems were mixed numbers. So technically this one will be 4 and 3/4. That's actually it for problem 6. Let's move on to problem 7. And problem 7 looks a little bit messy. By order of operations, we're going to first simplify the top and then the bottom. So technically on the top, we're going to get a 92 divided by a 23. And then to the second, let me carry this division on the side. So 23, and we're dividing the values of 92. Oh, this one will be 4. 4 times 3 is equal to 12. You carry 1. 4 times 2 is equal to 8, and 1 will be the 9. So you end up with a remainder of 0. So let me rewrite it. So this one's going to give us technically 4. Don't forget the exponent. And in this case, you're going to end up with a final answer of 16. That's actually it for 7. Let's move on to 8. And 8 is a little bit messy. Now, here's the fastest way to simplify this problem. You need to find the LCD of all the fractions. In this case, we're looking at 2, 5, 10, and 2, which happens to be 10. And then multiply the top times 10, and then the bottom times 10. And what this does is that every element of the fraction gets multiplied by the LCD, and this will cancel the complex fraction. So let me rewrite 1/5 plus 1/2 over 9/10 plus the values of 3/2. And technically, every one of these gets multiplied by 10. Now, what I'm going to do next is I'm going to put in green the actual divisions that causes the fractions to cancel. So let me rewrite what doesn't cancel. So from the first fraction, just the numerator, which is the 1. And then plus from the second fraction, just the 1. From the bottom, the 9. And then the 3. Now let me write in green the reduction. So 10 divided by 5 is equal to 2. So technically times 2. 10 divided by 2 is equal to 5. So times 5. And then 10 divided by 10 is equal to 1. 10 divided by 2 is equal to 5. So times 5. So I'm rewriting in green the reduction of the fractions. So at this point, you're just left with an actual fraction with top and bottom that needs to be simplified. So all your fractions cancel out. So you're going to end up with 2 plus the values of 5 over the values of 9 plus 15, or 7 over the values of 24. And this one doesn't reduce. That would be our final answer. That's actually it for this set of problems.